Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Satisfactory. We are looking at what we've built so far. It's a tiny beginning, but before we know it, it's gonna be gigantic. I'm talking about roadways, railways everywhere, getting resources from all places and working towards more and more power. That's what we're going for. For today, we have a couple of things. Got a little bit of a new list going. We got a copper factory we want to build and rebuild. We want to finish up tier 2 and possibly place the elevator. And I got one other thing I want to make during today's episode as well, but we'll have to see if we get a chance to do so. So let's deliver this. This is the final item for tier 2.
Milestone reached. The Fix-It jump pad combines high technology and innovation for optimized factory traversal and an ideal travel experience. Clarification. Ideal travel experience not guaranteed. Individual results may vary. Pioneers are responsible for all workplace accidents resulting from jump pad usage.
Yeah, it's dangerous, but it can be fun to play around with that. Alright, we got another for the miner, just as a prep. So what do we have right now? Are we? Yes, we are completely done with everything we can make at the moment. We want to work towards phase 3. In order to do that, that's why I put the elevator on the list, because we need that elevator. In the end, I want to place it somewhere central to where our main hub is going to be. And the main hub for me is where our little building over there is. And also where our general storage is. I still haven't decided if I want everything here in the middle in one big old storage facility or not, but maybe. So I was thinking, if we look out here, we see a lot of open area, and over there we should have some as well. That should be enough to put the elevator down. Do we have all the resources? Missing materials. Okay, well, we can easily get, if we're quick enough, get the wire, because we are slowly siphoning all the wires away. And some plates. So plates should be here at least. Yeah, 3 for now. The rest is still nice and proper. Because I put it here in the 2 for our stitched reinforced plate, with the idea of we're gonna revamp our factory up there so we can make plenty of it, because we're gonna tap another node and use it in our build and try to make everything. And we didn't even optimize the one we have here, so there's gonna be a lot of wiring. Let's hope we can still pick a few stacks, because it's not like it's draining instantly, but it is slowly getting there. Alright, that should be enough for a while it's emptying out. So let's place the elevator. We already know what's probably going to be in there. And maybe at the end or the beginning of the next one, we're going to start the process of making those. Because I think it's reinforced plates and rotors that make it, but don't pin that yet. So for now, missing materials. What are we missing? Ooh, poles. We're missing 4 poles. Yeah, of course I didn't see that. It's not enough. Because they're not saying that we cannot build there, so it's definitely just a pole issue. And our storage is getting really nice over there. Ah, that's what we want to see. Where's the front where we can put everything in? There it is, because I want to add it towards us. And this is not their final location. We're going to move it, but for now, this should work. That's also why I don't put it on any platforms. Look at that. Look at the shit ton of materials going towards that. It's always a great sight to see. And there it comes. Ready to receive. Yeah, I'm building something as big as this. Really reminds me that I really should start picking a color. Because I love the white and black, but also thinking maybe add some red because of the channel. Not fully convinced.
Project assembly initialized. Congratulations, Pioneer. The space elevator will now automatically connect with the Project Assembly orbital platform. Project assembly is divided into phases, each of which require the delivery of project parts, such as smart plating, via the space elevator. Subsequent phases unlock access to new tiers with more advanced technologies to construct, automate, explore, and exploit. It is time to be honest. This project is part of the Save the Day program, the largest united undertaking in human history, destined to save us all. Earth is in peril and only Fix-It pioneers offer hope for survival. Fix-It is counting on you. Humanity is counting on you. Do not let Fix-It down.
We'll try, but we have to see how this planet treats us. Alright, so only 50 smart plating, that's not a lot. We should be able to make it. It means you have 50 reinforced plate, 50 rotors. So we should be able to make it, yeah, we have enough of this. And enough of this, so yeah, smart plating, we just have to make it. Meaning an assembler and 3 boxes to make it in and a little bit of power we might need to steal somewhere. Yeah, I think it might be wise to construct that now so we can let the machine work while we are playing around with making a new factory. So, yes, let's do logistics. Here, that side. Assembler. Do we have enough? Yes, we have enough materials for that. And then a box at the other end to put it in. And it's close enough to the end result. This should be good. Doesn't need to be neat because this is gonna go away at some point anyway. Just to help us make it. Do we have any lines we can tap? Yes, we do. I do wonder if our energy supply is still going strong. I'm just gonna make 50. We need more in the future for other parts, but I wanna automate that part a little bit more than this, because this is just 2 simple steps. It stacked, didn't it? Can I make a stack that's actually 50? Yes, we can. It's 35. Just a little bit of messing around with the numbers until we get what we want. I'm not gonna waste anything. Alright, so that's in it right now. It's gonna be made, so when we get back that should be ready to put in the elevator and complete phase 1. And that will unlock some really nice treats for us. Alright, well, time for us to go with the copper. That will stop the flow once we start building there. Everything is going down there, and there is a good chance that we are going to be running low on power, which between this episode and next one I will probably replenish the stock a bit. And always, you always show up when I have to build something, doesn't it? I really like to be center of attention. Alright, So this is gonna be built out a bit more. So when we start, we're gonna tear everything down and start building it in a bit more organized way. Before we do that though, let's go to our new node that we want to tap and bring all the way over. And for now I made just a rudimentary bridge. That's plate stretched together. In the end I want to make this into concrete, make some poles down there to grant the support. Maybe somewhat also attach it to the motorway that I want to build for my buggy. Okay, so you might not think it, but below here there is a node and it should be normal. So let's see if we can tap it. Yes, there it is. And just to make it a bit more straight on the path, do it there. Good, and 60, yeah, that is definitely normal. Careful not to fall off, we don't want that, at least not today. Let's put it in the middle. Why is this straightener going off the beaten path every once in a while? Don't do that. Alright, let's see. Can we attach it from there? Good. And just out of the way is fine. We put this on top. See if I put it far enough away from the curve that it looks okay. Yeah, and that is more than okay. Because I just want to build it all the way over here so that if we attach it to the main network, the coal will start flowing towards our factory. By the time we finish, it'll be all done. Cigar, please. Alright, good. So how are you doing on the supply front? Halfway there. Pretty good. Alright, so how do we want to do this? There are two things we can do. We can either start building around it and attach the old ones, but I think it might just be easier just to tear this all down. Put some boxes to the side so we can put the excess supplies in there and then start building up again, because we have one here of 60, we have another 60 incoming, and with one of a couple of thousand tons coming by the screen. So yes, so let's do that. So let's get everything away, build the storage boxes, and turn on the miner over there so we have the supplies here together. And then we're just gonna make, well, I'm guessing with this we can have 4 smelters. Yes, so 4 smelts coming all the way together. Perfect. Alright. I will see you in a few minutes when everything is cleaned up. Alright, now everything is clean. Let's remove that as well, because I assume we're gonna make a few more platforms to make it bigger. So there's the incoming line. We are standing on another incoming line. So that is 60 plus 60 is 120. And like we surmised before, that is 4 little smelters. So where do we want to put them? Do we want to put them together or not? Because there are 3 items we want to make. We want to make the wire, the cable, and we want to make the copper plates. I think if we have those, that would be nice. And let's just check up on our ingredients. For the wire, that is 15 per stack of it. So once smelter smelts 30 into 30, we can make 2 constructors making wires for that. Then we can say one can then make cable and the other one can then stay forward. What is this? This is 60 wire for 30 cable. Ah, okay. Yes. So we're gonna have 2 smelters that will work towards our production of wire. That will mean we have 4 constructors then working on it on the other end. I think that would be nice. So you're gonna be there. You're there, and then we have another line coming in, which we might as well just focus fully on the other item, the plates. So we put it in a line, but on their separate group. It does feel like they're all attached to each other, but still a separate flow. So we then do a splitter here. Sure, it's on the right end. Really, I really made sure that it would have been in front of it. Is it really to the side of both of them? No, it is attached to this. I'm guessing the miner is not properly aligned, is it? Let's try it again. Yeah, it's a little bit not straight. Can we still attach our splitter to it? We can't. Just not fully pretty. But since this is not our final form of the factory, I'll allow it. So we're going to do the same thing over there, which would be a little bit less effort. And that's it for this side. Do we want to... Well, we'll wire it up later. For now, I want to focus mostly on placing the machines. Let's have a quick check for the sheets. It's also just by a constructor. Like we said, 20 for 10. We're making 2 smelt 30 and 30 is 60. There's 3 constructors worth of sheets. So yeah, we need to make. We definitely need to make some extra room. Let's focus on the sheets and then see if we can refocus it with the rest. Let's put a little bit ahead. slightly nasty. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna move him on a little bit further later on, but for the principle of things, this is fine. So these will all three be copper sheets, so we'll get like 30 out of them, which is really nice for starters. And for now, let's just make it over here, shall we? So now for the wire. Perfectly speaking, we would like all of them to be right next to each other. Fine. One of these days I'm gonna start building my watchtowers. Now knowing that the constructor is a little bit too close. Build them a little bit further ahead. Because I want to make sure that we can make our splitters in front of it work really nice and neat. Serves to uneven, meaning is a little bit over the edge. Good, okay, so these are all for going for wires. Meaning we'll have 120 wires being made instantly. 2 of them will go directly into boxes. And 2 of them will go into the production of wire. So I would say that the last one will be here for our wire. Let's stand in front of this so we know what it is, so it doesn't attach to the wrong one. I want to be able to have a merger in between. Perfect. So all we need to do now is place it together, so we'll have enough wire here. We want to have part of it go to our stitch iron plating, and the rest we want to go into the box. I've got enough room in between here so we can reattach it to our old one and then split it back into the box. That should work. Alright, I'm gonna reattach all the conveyor belt and the power lines and see how that works perfectly together. So see you in a few minutes. Alright, this is what our little magic show ended up into. So as you can see, we attached everything. We aligned the constructors of the copper sheets so they're in line with the rest. So basically merging the smelters and then splitting them over all the constructors, so they all get fed, well, what they need to produce whatever they want. I will still need to check the numbers to see if my mind calculated it correctly, and of course if the belts can actually handle it. So I know that I have more on it than the belts actually can handle, so it still is pushed back, but I think I should have it right. So we have half of it made in cables, 1 wire cable, everything's being made, and you can see in the distance the other ore is slowly making its way to the smelters for the copper sheets. So I'm only hoping that the patch we are setting back to the stitch copper plate, stitch iron plate, will be sufficient to keep that going. But once this box is filled here, it will all automatically go there as well. So we're having more than enough being produced here of all 3 things we can make right now. So later on, when we get a bit further into the production, we can use this well, to build a fort from this location, this supply. I think this works very neatly. Nice, I like it. And like I said before, eventually we want most storages together. For now, this works for what we are busy with. If I didn't forget about one thing, and that is making sure everything gets delivered into the storage box. But we can do that together, right? Shouldn't be too hard. They weren't there yet anyway. Oh wait. It slowed down. Does that mean I forgot to tell the smelters what to do? No power. Ah, not attached. Good to know. No, I want to have their own power supply, so put it here. That will make it working. Alright. Perfectly so. Alright, that's it for our copper factory rebuild. I think this is much more efficient than the first one. And we are making more diverse goods, so I'm all for that. So, there is one more thing I want to do on this episode before we call it. Well, two things actually. One thing that I put on my list, and that is completing our phase 1. And there it is, 50 smart plating. And I want to let's make it here. Is it enough? Well, we might as well make it a little bit bigger. Because we have our sinks. I don't want to start picking up products that are too much and sinking them. Eventually they will be going automatically from the factories, but we haven't unlocked those things just yet. So until we get there, we'll do it manually. And of course, for people that are in the know, we are of course talking about smart splitters. Because that way we can say we do everything to our factories, to our storage boxes, and everything that's left, all the overflow, can then go into the sink. Alright, let's attach this to the network too. Is it powered on? No power. So I'm guessing I inadvertently disconnected the back to concrete factories, but it doesn't matter. We were actively trying to use them anyway. So like this, we have a lot of cable from the. We can just do this. Picks 2 stacks up because it's being made more, so we can do this. And this will automatically be spontaneous. No. Everything down. Does it mean the power is gone, or did we just run out of juice? I think we just run out of juice. We are also running low, so I do need to restock that. But I think to solve our problem for the time being, we can use these two we have over here. But we do need to manually feed. So I will make sure we add 2 more to our biofuel factory. Yeah, see, it went slightly over our line. And now it still has a little bit of wiggle room, but that should be enough for us to play around with. Alright, so it's getting into here and it's pumping stuff in. It's all basic goods, so they don't give us not very much points, but it's making a start. That's good. And in between the episodes, when the boxes are full, I will empty them, put them in here, and destroy it for points. And when we are a little bit further along, we'll make some more productive means of gathering points. Alright, I think it's time. I think it's time we concluded our phase 1. Steal the goods.
Welcome to the Project Assembly Pioneer Progress presentation. Congratulations, the Phase 1 project part shipment is now ready for delivery. On delivery, Phase 1 will be completed and the distribution platform will be constructed. After completion of Phase 1, the technologies of Tiers 3 and 4 will become available in the hub. Highlights are automated power, steel production, personnel transportation, and many more. Completing Phase 2 of Project Assembly is your next main objective. New project parts will need to be produced and delivered to the space elevator as you have done previously. Continue to construct, automate, explore and exploit for a better Fix-It future.
Yes, we definitely want that. So, let's send. And on the next episode we can start thinking about automated power. Because once we have that, we do not have to worry about collecting fuel ever again. So maybe one more collection round, and that should do it until we get the rest online. And when we do get it online, we want to do it sparingly. Ah, very cool.
Phase 1 of Project Assembly completed. This is only the beginning of Project Assembly, the first step towards saving the day. You have performed adequately so far. Reminder, not only is Fix-It saving humanity, it is saving all of Earth, including kittens and puppies. It is statistically likely that you appreciate the continued existence of kittens and/or puppies. Continue the work for their sake. Continue the work for Fix-It. It is time to start the work on Phase 2 of Project Assembly.
Yes, more parts for the space station. When it's done, cloud cover will come back. If not straight away, eventually it will. Perfect. So now we have 3 items we need to complete for Phase 2. One, of course, 1,000 in comparison to the 50 we just made. So that's gonna take a lot of work. Not just the smart playing, but the other 2 as well. And in order for us to do that, we need to create all the new things we can make with Tier 3 and 4. Mainly looking forward to, of course, coal power. That's the nicest thing. What we want to do with this is we want to make like a small coal power generator section first, that we can have a little bit more buffer zone between what our biofuel is making and what that coal is going to make. So once we put it on the other side of the mountain where we're gonna make our big old coal power generator, my favorite spot for it, that it can hold that charge in order to make it. And we should be able to do that. So, for now, this is definitely the milestone stone we want to go for. It has 150 plates, rotors. This is all like really nice basic stuff. What else can we get? A better Xenobasher with a little bit more distance between us and the enemy, which will be very, very handy. More things to grab, more things to carry. Our steel production, which is very nice. I think that steel beams, don't know for sure, will be part of faster builds that are affordable than the ones that we can make now, with new products added to it. Great. And we got our first vehicle transport, the tractor. I want a little bit bigger things than that. And we got the hyper tubes with the new junctions that we definitely want to play around with. The expanded power structure means like power towers, platforms and storage. Advanced steels with the encased beam, and of course the miner Mark II, which increases our yield from all nodes that we have. So we definitely want to have that at some point. And of course, the accompanying with that, bigger storages, faster build that can carry all those things the miners are going to make. And something that I definitely want to play around with during this playthrough, the blueprint. Because I want to make railroads that can hold our buggy, hold the trains, hold different lines. And I think with the blueprint we can make it that we can build those a lot faster. So that's going to be very much fun to play around with. Tier 2 is still shining, but there's definitely nothing here. Coal power is what we want to go for. So that's what we're going to start with on the next episode. And on the next episode we're going to, well, build upon our plans on how can we make our automated power. Because I know there's a coal line in here, in this area, that we can use for it. And it's a very good one. It's a pure node if I remember correctly. But if I can, I want to save it for something else. For other goods we can make in the future. So then means that we have to start looking around for other coal nodes, and I think I already have a few ideas of where we're gonna go with there, but that is for the next one. So for now we're gonna leave it here. As always, let's take to the skies. Look at the glory of our new builds. And look forward to what we're gonna build from here. Which is automated power, and from there on it becomes interesting, because when you have automated power you don't have to watch it anymore. So for now, wish you a great night, morning, day, wherever you are, and if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time. So until then, bye bye.